All right, guys, welcome to the S2BC Podcast. My name is Rick Caballero, co-host Justin Patterson, and we have a very special guest today, Tiegen. John,
short bus special.
Thank you for coming by and seeing us.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Usually when we start the podcast, guys, we go to your childhood, where you grew up, to what high school, college, if you went, you played ball, anything like that.
Plan. You didn't tell me that shit.
No, you don't have to go into any details. Just real briefly, and we'll go into the Marine Corps. We'll go into the Marine Corps stuff. This guy's already giving me a hand to it. We didn't get off the air yet. So just things like that, right?
But today, this is a very special day for you two guys.
Oh, yeah, it is. Marine Corps birthday. 250 years, guys. Happy birthday, everybody.
And you were born in a bar, right?
And just real quick, this gentleman right here, Thomas Eichler, passed away about 6 months ago, I would say. He was a Marine, so I wanted to put him on the table for today's show.
Yeah.
Really respect it. I got a great story for you guys after this that I'm sorry I couldn't tell it, but I think I can tell it because I'm retired and he's
dead.
He's dead. So, want to hear it?
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it.
So, back in, what was it?
Civil War?
You have to say allegedly.
Late 90s, maybe early 2000. I was working with my partner. He was a devil dog, too. So, two Marines, all full of piss and vinegar. We got like 6 game bangers lined up on their knees. And
here we go.
I don't know if I should tell this.
Here we go.
Anyway,
no, allegedly. You have to say allegedly.
Allegedly, they were, we had them down, like a military style thing.
Yeah.
Legs crossed, hands on their head.
Yep.
And one of them got smacked a little bit. And, and these weren't kids. They were men. They were in their 20s, but they're gang banging, right? So we had 6 of them stopped on the street, and the new sergeant pulls up. And I kind of knew him, but didn't know him that well.
Yeah.
And it was Thomas Eichler. The Buzz. I just call him Buzzy. Anyway, as he gets out of the car, one of the guys goes, "Hey, white shirt, that officer hit me." And he says, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, like he's going to get
in trouble.
Somebody in trouble." He goes, "That officer hit me." He goes, "Did he?" He goes, "Did he hit you with this hand? Smack. Or did he hit you with this hand? Smack." And I was like, I fucking love this guy. I want to work with him every fucking day, So it was kind of crazy, but it was like, I've never seen that before.
That's
like,
awesome.
This hand. And then all of a sudden, this grown man, 20-something years old, his lips starts quivering.
Hit you this hand?
So ever since then, he kind of loved us, and then we always did a good job for him.
That's one hell of a story to go to the legend, right?
Oh, he was a legend too on the job. He was in the Marine Corps, and like I said, he was in Saigon, not Saigon. Saigon, right? But yeah. So anyway, John, what state were you born in? Where'd you grow up mostly? Like I know I moved around a little bit young, but always in Chicago. What about you?
Born in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Lived there till I think about at end of 3rd grade. Then we moved to Colorado. Pretty much.
Okay, so you
live in Colorado.
And you're back in Colorado now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You lived in Colorado, right, Justin?
Yeah.
But he smelled funny, so we kicked him out.
That's right.
Kind of like Tonto, same thing.
Oh.
So we kicked the ones that smell. We kind of kicked them out.
That's right. They're gone.
So sports, anything like that?
Sports? Oh no, I did sports. Sucked at wrestling because of too many rules. But other than that,
you liked that grappling, didn't you?
No, it's the dude
like punching.
Good on the dudes that can wear those little tidy freaking mankini things.
I mean, they're kind of hot.
I guess. I mean, that's an army thing. I don't know. No, I did. I did basketball, football, and track.
Okay,
that was my thing.
Excuse me. Did you go to college at all?
Oh hell no, I hated school.
How old were you? We'll get to this, but the Marine Corps. How old were you when you went in?
I started a delay entry program, so it was like I don't know, it was like 17, 18, something like that. Then I was gonna join. Initially, I wanted to be a pilot, so I was going to join the Army. Then about 5th grade, I had to wear glasses, so that threw the pilot thing out the window.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was like, I hated school anyways. But then I saw Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going.
Iconic movie, that's for sure.
And I was like, I'm joining the Corps, so I joined the Corps. But I got pulled out. Well, not really pulled out. That's when cell phones started coming out. Was like again 95. So I was a kid in school. I paid for it myself. Had a cell phone. And because I'd rather work than go to school, so I worked more than I went to school, especially because I got separated my shoulder playing football. So so I knew I couldn't play really sports anymore.
Like,
so
what's the point of
pretty
school?
much, that's pretty much where I was at. But I stayed because I already had I got my GED when I was 16 to get a job. So I already had it, but I stayed in school to play sports. But then I kind of stayed in school because I still wanted to join the military.
That's right.
But anyways, my third period class, I was in English. My recruiter calls me. And so the teacher at that time didn't know what the hell a cell phone really was.
Yeah.
They knew what a pager was still at that time. But so I answered my phone. He's like, what the hell is this thing?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So I'm talking to the recruiter. Say, hey, when do you want to go to boot camp? I said, I don't know. When do you need me? He said, well, I need you now. So I got up and left. That's how I joined the Marine Corps.
Oh, yeah.
No
I mean, I was already kind of enlisted and stuff, but that's...
And this is 95, you said?
95.
95. Okay, so let me ask you this. I ask all our guests, either we were in the service or the police department, what was your boot camp like?
Oh, it was easy.
Easy? Oh, you did.
Yeah.
We did talk about that briefly yesterday. You did say that
it was
easy.
It was like something.
Because you're a track guy, so running was nothing.
No, in childhood made it easy.
Yeah.
It was I mean, we had guys, it was a mental... I don't know. Can you cuss on the show?
Yeah.
Fuck
it was
Fuck
meant
you want?
to-
You want a
yeah.
shot? We'll do a shot.
Every time you cuss, we should take a shot.
No, I mean, you could just see it like it's just a mental them. Like, just right out of the gate. And we had a dude started pounding his head on the pillar. I'm like going, what the hell's wrong with these guys? It's just mental weakness.
This is a true story, and I don't know if I told it on a show before, but when we get off the bus, the famous yellow footprints, there's a guy pissed his pants standing.
So I never got to do that.
And I don't know if he just was scared or just fucking couldn't hold it any longer. You know, and he didn't want to break formation.
Why didn't you get to do that?
I never got to experience the footprints.
No?
It was weird. So when I went in, anyways, so I went in right after.
Were you in the ladies' boot camp? Or?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe that's the reason.
I was not transgender, transgender, but no. So it was during the douchebag Clinton shutdown.
Yeah.
So, but when I went in, it was like the week after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So those guys had all got shifted back. In the shutdown, they didn't. Jeez.
All right.
They for some reason, I guess they didn't go forward in the boot camp. They just stayed in
like a freeze.
Yeah, like a freeze. So I got off, and I didn't get to step on the footprints. I just went in, got my hair cut, and went into the receiving, I guess, is what it was.
Yeah.
So I went in, like, these dudes have been in boot camp already for like 2 weeks.
With nothing, like, so man, there's like a shutdown. So you're stuck with your drills for 2 weeks.
No, they didn't get to see the drill sergeants or nothing like that. They're just like in
reception.
receiving,
Okay.
whatever the hell it was.
We did that. I think I got there for like a week. We were putting in a separate, they had the Quonset huts. You go into Quonset hut, you wait, and then they get you in. Yeah, I remember that.
So
just a week though.
Yeah, so when I got there, I mean, they already knew like eyes, ears, and all this shit. I'm like, how the hell these guys know this stuff?
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so I didn't get to experience the yellow footprints. I didn't step on them, so it kind of sucked in that way.
Yeah.
Like
it's tradition.
To me, so I it kind of sucks. I didn't get to
You
experience.
hear that? If you're watching out there, Marine government. First of all, he said that's what got him to join the Marines. Full Metal Jacket, right?
Yeah.
So you guys need a good new recruiting movie. Second, I think they should invite John back to do the yellow footprints at.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
What base is it?
Camp. Not Camp Pendleton.
Yeah, it was MCRD.
MCRD, San Diego.
Oh, okay.
So
Try to do that. I'm sure Lynn Lauder later has got some kind of connection.
So during that time, it's only supposed to be like 50 recruits max.
Okay.
It was 84 of us.
Really?
2 drill instructors.
Oh, dang.
Dude,
So guys are getting away with some slacking.
Yeah.
Oh, hell, dude. Like
You know
I
what I'm
said,
saying?
it was
Usually they're buzzing around like fucking shit's on fire.
Like sharks.
Right?
They call it Shark
Moving
Week,
around.
right? Shark Attack.
Then we in third phase, we picked up a new guy, a new drill instructor. Again, new guy. We had this dude fucking laughing like constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got slammed a couple times, but just like a body checked, shoulder check kind of thing. Because you'd move and you're not supposed to move. That was really it. But that was kind of like, to me, it was weak.
Yeah.
It was just boot camp to me. It was weak.
Yeah.
It really.
I didn't have a hard time. I remember like coming out of the bathroom, you're not out on time. Our senior drill instructor stood there, and you were the last one out. If he picked you up and threw you on everybody else,
Yeah.
So you learn to sit in the back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't want a body falling on you. But what they did to me during boot camp, which kind of freaked me out because I thought something was wrong with me. We're doing a run, and they pulled me out of the run and say, "Lay down." I'm like, "What? Lay down, lay down." And he's like, "Yeah, you can't breathe. You can't breathe." I go, I'm like, I can breathe. What the fuck are you talking about? And they were just testing a new guy, like a medical.
Oh, lifesaver.
Yeah. And I was like, and then I get back and join the dude, you okay?
Yeah.
I was asking me, you okay? I go, there's nothing wrong with me. They pulled me out and fucking told me to lay down.
We had a drill sergeant. God, he was a scary little dude. Drill Sergeant Anderson, right? And there was this kid who tied himself off with like the brown towel off the bump, and Drill Sergeant found him, and he's like, "Oh, you wanna fucking kill yourself?" He's like, "Come with me." He was thinking he was gonna get, because it was like a cry for help to get out. He didn't want to finish.
Yeah.
So he says, "Grab this one." This is when they still had metal coat hangers. He said, "Grab a metal coat hanger out of his wall locker," right? And we're like, "Oh shit, it's about to go down." Like we thought, I don't know, he's gonna beat him. And he's like, "Get your ass in that in the latrine." All right. And he's like, "Take your fucking socks off." The guy's like, "What the?" So he's taking his socks off. He's like, "And your pants." He takes his pants off. He's like, "Unbend the coat hanger." So he twists it up. He's like, "Take the light bulb out." He takes the light bulb out and he's like, he tells him, "Stand in the toilet, private." So he's in the toilet with no socks on. And he's like, "Stick that fucking coat hanger in the light socket." And the kid's like, "I don't want to do it."
Okay, it must be an army thing, but why did he take his pants off? I don't get that.
But yeah, they didn't,
I get the socks and, take the light bulb off, but why is he going to take his pants off?
Why not?
Well, that way,
That
I
was
guess
a party.
if he shit himself, is he going to clean up?
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know.
Yeah, we did you guys have anybody fall out in basic, or did they let you in the Marine Corps?
No.
You want to weed them out, right?
I mean, we were in the MCRD, so we were right next to the airport. I mean, it's part of the airport.
Yeah.
So you had a couple guys who
Try
try
to
to
run.
jump ship, try to run across. So you just watch them. You got to fire watch. I watched one of them run across the airport. You see the cops just kind of sitting there,
Yeah.
and they let them get so far, and then they started rolling.
Yeah.
Just hurry up and speed. They're just really
Because
screwed
you
with
probably
them.
did it too. Did you have fire watch when you guys
Oh,
were sleeping?
yeah.
Fire watch, and we had suicide watch too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if there was one guy they knew was fucking weird, don't let him go to the bathroom alone.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you learned a lot. I mean, a lot of discipline, a lot of drill and stuff.
Sure.
But again, it wasn't hard. Like again, to me, it wasn't hard.
What does that mean? Do you have a hard?
Just upbringing. I mean,
Yeah.
again, just like the mental toughness. Like,
Sure.
So we talked about that yesterday. Me and John were sitting at the bar. I want your opinion on it, and when we'll talk to you guys later. We're talking about PTSD.
Yeah.
And he makes sense. He goes, if you had a kind of rough childhood, you don't get it as much as guys that never had a rough childhood.
Well,
Yeah. If you have a tough upbringing, don't have to be like anything horrible, but
Sure.
like your dad used to fucking smack the shit out of you when you're out of line, shit like that. Some kids
You
never got hit by their parents.
You grew up in a tough neighborhood.
Especially
Right.
nowadays, they don't get hit by their parents.
But
frowned upon.
I still think that comes down to you're either born with it or you're not, like the warrior spirit. Because
Do you think so?
I feel like because a lot of times guys that'll grow up like you did, like I did, like you grow up in these neighborhoods where you're banging, or you're going to the military, or you're working for the whatever it is, right?
He worked for the cartels. What are you saying?
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Pepe,
Allegedly.
come here, Pepe.
But what I think because you can have two guys in the same lifestyle, right?
call him Chino.
Well, yeah, one will have issues and the other one won't.
No, I
right?
agree. Yeah.
But I think
So it's how we were kind of going. If you look at like again, like even this a revolution, Civil War,
Right.
and then you have World War I, World War II. Those guys. I mean, they still kind of went through a lot of things, but
Sure.
they didn't really have the issues that
Right.
our guys did. It kind of really. Vietnam was kind of a different war, different mindset, really hands-on, face-to-face kind of stuff. So that's a little bit different.
Sure.
Then you have like the Korean War guys, and it really didn't really start seeing like the really PTS stuff until the first Iraq War,
Yeah.
and then the War on Terror.
Then it really
Yeah.
come out.
But again, that goes to the I was not really the softness, but the weakness
of the society,
of our society, and that's where I'm getting at.
yeah. Oh yeah. No, 100%.
And my
But
point
again,
was,
I'm not trying to say for anybody that's watching this, I'm not. It's a real thing. I
It's
get
a
it.
fucking
I'm not trying to
thing.
bash anybody
Yeah.
who's suffering from it because
Right.
it is a real thing.
Yeah.
It's not your fault. It's just you don't know how to deal with that
Sure.
stress. I mean, I would rather not have grown up the way I did. Don't
Absolutely.
get me wrong.
Right.
But we just deal with things different. Like you're saying, 10
Yeah.
people can see the same thing. And you have 10 different results.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
I'm a firm believer that whatever issues you had before the military. After combat, it's going to compound into a different. So you're not just dealing with the scars of war. You're also dealing with somebody's childhood,
and that's where I think a lot of these shrink jackasses get a lot of things wrong. They're dealing with the wrong situation.
Right, you got to go back.
And I don't a lot of guys that we lose. It's not the combat that does it; it's their past that does it.
Yeah.
And I think that to me that's
all bottled up then, and then it's just.
So when people say, "Well, he did it because of what he saw," no, he didn't do it. He didn't do it because he chose to do that. Yeah. He didn't choose to do what he did.
That's right.
He went through there.
I agree.
That's where these psychiatrists are fucking up.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Sure.
But here's the other thing. I agree with you. As we progress, society got softer.
Oh, yeah.
And it's getting softer with police departments.
Yeah.
The military. Now, I don't know if it's true. You always hear rumors, but the Marine Corps is supposed to get timeout cards.
No, they never did that.
They never did that? There was just a rumor?
The Army did.
I'm sad to say the Army did do that.
Did they?
But not at all basics.
How are you training somebody to go to fucking combat? Well, you're giving them a timeout because it's getting too tough for them.
No, this is just my understanding.
But I think they got rid of it.
Yeah.
What I really besides the uniforms for the Marine Corps and the heritage, because you guys once a Marine, always a Marine, right?
Right.
But my understanding is you guys all go through the same basic, no matter what your AIT or your
MOS.
See, in the Army, depending on what your job is, you'll go to a combat, basic, or you'll go to there's different basic trainings. So you don't, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Every Marine goes to the same exact basic.
That's pretty cool.
And then it used to be boot
basic.
camp and then ITS.
Right.
Like infantry training school. Every Marine had to go through infantry training school.
Okay.
Then they deployed to their MOS.
Yeah,
their
after
job.
boot camp, then I went to. It was called the school.
Yeah, it was different. They changed the names on them.
But then you have after that. If you're not going to infantry, then you go to MCI,
Right.
whatever it is.
Sure.
But then everybody
MOS
goes
is.
to that MCI.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got boot camp and then MCI or all that. So, but yeah, that's weird. I didn't know that.
Now I don't know if this is true, but just recently, a Marine went in and his father told me he's going right to recon.
Yep.
No.
They do that now?
Yep.
So
Really? I thought, you know what he's talking about.
Well, they have, and right now they started a program called I believe it's called the X-ray program. Don't quote me on it, but it means you can sign up to go straight to selections. So you do a train up, but here's what happens:
You still got to pass.
Yeah, you still got to pass. You sign a 4-year contract. However, if you fail out of selections, now you're going needs of the Army, like cook, finance,
It's open contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
So that's so you're kind of setting yourself up. So all these kids going in think you're a badass. Again, it's
Not that easy.
It's not.
Not
You're
easy
not
at
a
all.
Yeah,
badass.
selections is not an easy process, but
It's mental and physical toughness.
So what did you end up after basic? Where did you end up? What was your?
I was going infantry.
Yeah.
I was 0311 from the very beginning.
0311,
So
okay.
when I went to school of infantry, they wanted me to be heavy guns because when we're going through the school of infantry, you do all the weapon systems and all
Right.
the stuff. And I was sitting behind a 50 cal. You know, they mess with the stuff, and they give you like 3 belts. And the first belt, the first like 2 belts or whatever it was, is to try to get you on target.
Yeah.
Shit, the first belt, I just adjusted, and I was bullseye.
Yeah.
They're like, get up, get the back. So they mess with the gun again. Give me a belt. I did the burst, right on target.
Yeah.
Back. And, and I go, so what do you sign up to do? What are you going to do? They go, I'm going to go with 311. Like, no, you're going to go heavy guns. I go, fuck no, I'm not. So I'm still like a private.
Yeah.
I'm talking
So we're
to
using
a sergeant.
Kentucky windage, like just judging the first person and going off that?
BOT, burst on target.
Because you got no sights on the 50
Right.
cal. They're just because
It's a suppression and heavy.
so and they're like, what do you mean? Why don't you want the heavy guns? I'm not humping that.
Yeah, dude.
And they go, so you're gonna let your brothers die because you want to hump that thing? I go, fuck yeah.
But you learn.
I was
You
honest.
do hump some of that shit for them.
Yeah,
Ammo, shit
well,
like
you've got the main sir, and then you've got somebody carrying extra barrels, and then you got somebody carrying the tripod.
But that wasn't
then
going.
they're rounds.
But I wasn't going weapons
Yeah.
company because I'm not humping that damn thing.
No.
But I ended up. Well, so it was like when I was in, I ended up humping a toast system once.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit! Just the battery alone's like 50 pounds.
Yeah.
For that damn thing.
That's some crazy
This
shit.
shit sucks. So it's one of those moments you see in the movie where the guy stands up and he just falls back. That was me one time.
Really?
Yeah, because we landed, got off the bird, put the pack on, we were humping. Like we did like 3 miles. We stopped, took a break, went to go stand up. Because I already had my own gear on it.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was like probably about 100 and something pounds on my back.
Yeah.
Back then I was like 180 pounds.
Yeah.
It's like that kid from Christmas Story.
So the guys came over. I mean, we were just humping the toe system because just doing some stupid shit some colonel wanted us to do. It's what it was.
Yeah.
Right.
Dog and
I
body
hate
stuff.
that stuff.
And it still happens.
So you're humping the toe system. They took off a Humvee, so they drive the Humvee over there just to prove we could do it. It's like, this is dumb. It's just like, why are you humping 20 miles every other month just to prove you can keep doing it?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I hate about the Corps.
So you know what a toe is, right?
Yeah. Hurry up and wait was my biggest fucking thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yep. So, but no, I mean, I enjoyed it, learned a lot from it, but no, infantry is what I wanted to do, and that's what I did.
Yeah.
So what'd you do after ITS? Where'd you go?
29 Palms.
Where you going? Really? Oh yeah, I can see that. Come from Colorado, right? Most of our guys went to San Diego.
So a lot of guys did, but almost all of us from SOI at that time, we all went to 29 Palms.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
I'm not
funny.
saying you-
Our honor grad from boot camp, he got nailed for selling drugs in SOI.
Really?
Sounds
What
like
was
a
he
Marine.
selling?
Dude, I don't know, because I went. So when I left, so again,
Painkillers.
it was like one of those funny things. Just like when I went to boot camp, like all those guys were held up. So when I left and I went to I did a recruiting duty.
Yeah.
So all those guys that didn't go home and all that shit, they sat there and waited. The whole 30 days I was there, they sat there and waited for all that shit. So when I came in, like the day after, we went to the School of Infantry. That's how I found out he got nailed for selling drugs and shit.
Oh,
so,
shit.
I don't know. Some of it was lucky also.
Yeah.
I was just like, you guys have been sitting here for the whole time since boot camp? It's like, shit, I was at home having fun, enjoying myself.
Get some nook.
You know, because every guy you help recruit, you get bonus points for getting promoted.
Oh, shit.
I was a sergeant in less than 4 years because, again, I'd go home instead of like spending my leave time, I'd just do recruiting duty.
Yeah.
But then you're home for 30 days versus.
So you're like an MRE fucking sergeant. Like
yeah.
Like,
What does that mean? What does that mean?
If you joined for 6 years, you promoted corporal at a certain time, you just call them MRE corporals, put water and mix it and you're a corporal.
Yeah, okay.
We call them MRE ones.
Yeah.
So John got points to get a sergeant. He didn't earn it.
Yeah, I earned it. That shit was hard.
So now I'm sure it's the same across like DOD or whatever for all the branches. But so in the Army, our point scale was less than it was like, let's say if you were maintenance to get promoted. Did you guys, it was the same thing?
It was hard for infantry to get promoted. It really was. The points were really, really high.
Okay. All right. Ours were like, your combat arms, your point scale's lower, right?
No, it was really high for infantry.
You know, when I was in, did you have those the MCI books where you get points and it helps you towards your promotion?
Yeah,
and
you
stuff
had
like
to.
that?
So like you had to do the.
And everyone's pants around answers.
Yep. So you had to do the sergeant's course. You had to do that one to get promoted to sergeant. You had to at least have corporal's course done.
Yeah.
To get promoted to sergeant. So I mean, I was getting all my stuff done because I was going to be a lifer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And then what?
What'd you end up doing? 4?
I just did 4 and got
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Something happened. What happened that you decided to get out?
So I went to go to MSG school, and I was there for about a month. And actually, I'm doing a book. It's going to be more detailed than the book. But as my background came up, and I was in front of the staff, I think it was a staff sergeant. They brought up my background and stuff because I put gotten a lot of fights, but I put one kid in the hospital for hitting a handicapped kid that was in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
But also, again, for a lot of stuff that happened to me as a kid, they said, I had to go see a shrink and deal with that before I would go to become, because you had to do a B billet
Yeah.
to get promoted and all this other stuff. And I wasn't going to be a drone instructor, and I sure as hell didn't want to be a recruiter permanently.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Even doing that temporary recruiting duty sucked.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but I was at home, and I didn't want to be a drill instructor because it just, so it was either MSG. So when they told me I had to deal with my past as a kid, and I was like, that just pissed me off because like to me, like you're making that abuser win.
Yeah.
You're using that against me. So so I was like, fuck you, fuck the Corps. Yeah. That's why I got out.
Yeah.
I could never be. I was too short.
What does MSG even mean?
Marine security guard. So you're doing the.
Is that like embassy?
Yeah.
6 foot, blue eyes.
See, that's another thing you guys got about us. You guys could get these cool fucking jobs like in I don't know, like in Spain at the.
Yeah, but do you want an army dog sitting there fucking?
So,
like
but a lot of people don't realize
I mean,
that
like a squared away Marine. Fucking,
that's a 3-year tour. You don't
good
get to go
uniform.
home either. There's no leave.
That's okay. I didn't like my wife the first time around.
So
number 4. No,
Hey, 4.0, bro. I'm upgraded.
so I got to go. Actually, it was kind of cool. I got invited to be the keynote speaker down in Mexico for this year's birthday.
What?
It was pretty cool.
How did that go?
It went really good. It was awesome.
I bet.
So, dude, if you get a chance to go to Mexico City, stay at the Live. I think it was the Live Aqua Hotel.
Yeah.
So
Was it the Marine Corps birthday?
yeah,
Why did they choose Mexico?
that's because the embassy's there.
Oh, that's pretty sweet, dude. See, again, you guys get to go to the sweet places, right?
When I went and spoke, I just couldn't bring up the fact that we conquered Mexico at
Right.
that time.
Right.
They're still kind of butthurt over
Yeah, there's a little politics still going on there.
yeah, it's not something to bring up. The cartel be dragging your ass out of it.
Yeah, we didn't steal it. We fought for it. And then we actually made a land.
gave it back to
we made
them.
a land. Yeah, we gave it back, but then we made a land purchase.
Yeah. Well, it was in Mexico City though. Like we went there and took it over.
Now, were you deployed anywhere when you were?
are a
on?
big history buff.
Huh?
Were you deployed anywhere? Like
No,
Okinawa? Did you ever go over
Yeah,
there?
we went. I did the no combat, but we did like not a mule, but a MEU, Marine Expeditionary Unit. But it was I did Okinawa, Tinian, and Guam, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, but it was all.
How about you? Did you? Well, you were all over. You were,
Yeah, we were everywhere.
How long were you in for?
A year.
Stop it. I mean,
No, not your education level. How long were you in the Army?
I got into 2002 and got out in 14.
okay, well, that's
No.
a long time.
Yeah, not long enough.
You were gonna be
like
like
you,
that.
I wanted to be. Yeah, I wasn't a Marine.
Yeah.
wasn't smart enough for the Air Force, but I wasn't dumb enough for the Corps.
So actually, you have to have a higher ASVAB.
You're
score
100%
for the Corps.
right.
So I'm just saying.
You are 100% right. The Marines told me to fuck off. They said
Right.
the Army's next door.
So I want to move along because I
Yeah,
want to get
absolutely.
to the book. By the way,
What book is that?
So I got out of the Corps, did heating and air conditioning, and then that's when I got into contract because the previous wife, she got deployed. She was Army, and then after 9/11, the first 9/11, she got deployed to Kuwait. I tried to rejoin, but I already had like 10%
Sure.
disability rating for my back, and then pretty much I waited about a week. If I'd have went in probably the next day, I would have got right back in. But there were so many Americans that were joining up, fresh new blood.
Yeah.
They're like, dude, you're not going to get back in. Trust
Yeah.
me. Like,
yeah.
so, and I wasn't going to do a reserve unit because,
Right.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I just kept doing what I was doing. She went over, found out about the contracting stuff, went over there first year. People say, oh, you did it for the money. Dude, I was making $12 an hour
Yeah.
that first year. Yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't making shit. And then I found about, again, trying to find the right contract company because there's contracts that were paying like some like 90 grand for 30 days, but a lot of those guys never made it home.
Right. Absolutely.
So a lot of people don't realize over 5,000 contractors were killed.
Yes.
People don't know that.
That's right.
That's a lot.
So trying to find the right company to take care of you, found Blackwater and stuff like that. So I put my resume in, didn't know who the hell I was going to be working for. Again, I'm just thinking I'm working for Blackwater.
Yeah.
So is what happens when you send your resume in, I guess they send it to all the other agencies that are in, like whoever they contract for.
Right.
The agency or the organizations, they hire you.
Right.
They pick you. And the contract company just trains you.
Right.
That's how it works.
Okay.
So that's how I get. So even though I say I was working for Blackwater, it was actually I was working for the agency,
Right.
Just through Blackwater. So,
Yeah.
but then I think through several attacks and stuff like that, they said, "Hey, we want you to come as a direct hire because as a direct hire, you have to go anywhere the agency is."
Now is that technically full ground branch?
No, it's still doing
Still
the same
contract,
thing.
okay.
Yeah, ground branch is a whole nother thing. That's like special forces within
Right.
those guys. No, so just so you have industrial contractors, which is like Blackwater, then you have direct hires, which you're just a contractor. But the difference with the industrial is you can only go where Blackwater has contracts at.
Right.
So the way as direct hire, you can go anywhere the agency is.
Right.
That's the difference. But then you have to buy your own damn plane tickets. You have to provide
Yep.
your own insurance and all that shit, which is like, I think it went up to 20 grand a year.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize that shit's not free.
No.
Do they reimburse you for that, or that's out of your
You
salary?
do get reimbursed for it, but it could. I think one time it took them a year to reimburse you, so you have to front that money.
Yeah.
Now, are they called contracts? Like, how many contracts did you do?
So
You were
I was with DOD and then with Spear Tactical, and which is a kind of a smaller
Are they called
version of
deployments or
Blackwater.
Just call it deployment.
Deployment?
Just called it deployments.
different deployments then?
Yeah, so like even like when Blackwater would get outbid, if you're there on site, you just go to the other company. It's like
Yeah, you're hopping ship.
So how many did you do?
Well, we did. Let's see. We did Syria. We did Jordan. We did Africa, Colombia, and then we did Sri Lanka to the Horn of like. Now the piracy ones, they were pretty gay.
on the ship.
Yeah, they were pretty gay, but it was it's like 49 days at a time, and most of the it was all about mission
ships?
posture, huh?
Cruise ships?
No, we didn't do. We did oil, and then we did a merchant marine cargo. But it was all soft targets, right? So we learned really very early on that if we just put triple strand and we had dogs at the port of call, when we boarded, they had their scouts there, and they're like, "Nope, there's Americans on this vessel."
Right.
We would get halfway out, and you'd see the little boats, like, "Come on, bro, come on, bro," and then they would read the ship number, and like, "You're out in the middle of nowhere," and there's this little John boat, meow, 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 like where? But anyway, yeah, those were cool, super boring.
Yeah.
But
How many
yeah.
did you do, John?
What's that?
How many of those tours?
Dude, I don't know. I mean, I was keeping track at one point. I had like 40 overseas trips, but it was almost 7 years completely overseas on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. And I want to get into Benghazi. Was that your last?
No,
went
see,
after that,
that's
huh?
one of the biggest things.
No shit.
Everybody sees the movie, everybody reads the book,
Right.
But they don't understand. He went back and
Yeah.
again and again and again. Like
Wow.
there's no. It's the next Netflix series.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of people think that was all of it.
That was it.
Oh,
Now,
that was
let
it.
me ask you this: you don't have to put a price on it or anything, but with the book, I'm sure you get like what do you call it?
Nope.
You got nothing for the book?
Nope.
No. How about the movie? Nothing.
Nothing.
What the? I wouldn't have told him shit.
But again, to us, it was about just getting the story out there. And
Yeah.
letting it be
It's more
told.
important, right?
So yeah, a lot of people think, "Oh, you did it for it's all blood." Dude, we don't get shit for it. We got it. Yeah, we got upfront money, but we also lost our jobs.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we don't get royalties unless you buy it directly from us.
Right.
We don't get shit.
Which you can do. We'll put a link in the description.
There you go.
No, actually, I'm not because I'm not signing them. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Good book,
Disregard.
good movie. If you haven't seen it, go see it. I've seen it a couple times. So actually, I'll tell you a funny story. I don't know if it's funny, but I thought it was funny. So when I first met John, we were in Chris Kyle fundraiser in Texas.
Yeah.
And I wanted to meet him and talk to him, and we got to talk. I bought him a drink. I don't know if you remember that. He wouldn't come home with me, but I bought him a drink. But anyway, I
He's
says,
like a little leprechaun.
I says,
I'll grant you 3 dishes.
you dropped a grenade launcher, dude. He goes, I didn't drop a grenade launcher. You know, I'm fucking offended by it. He goes, that's the movie telling the story.
Yeah.
I go, okay.
Well, that's like the big. Well, it's like you, right? So you were a copper. You're a legend here in Chicago.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
But it's like when we watch army or military movies, you watch a cop movie, right? And you're like, that's not how that goes.
Yeah, no, 100%.
So there's always, it's Hollywood, right?
Right.
For a reason.
No, I learned that.
So yeah, I mean, I've only saw the movie once, but that's like one of the things. Like it there's little things in that movie that piss me off. And make
Sure.
me look like a pussy for
I
one.
could imagine because they changed it.
Like it showed me getting shot in the chest, and I fell down on the fucking tower, and I laid there for like 20 minutes like a little bitch.
Yeah.
I'm like going, that's not how that happened. For one, I got hit in the side, and
Hey.
and I talked. I put my hand like make sure like did it because it hurt. Don't
Oh,
get me wrong.
yeah.
I felt like I penetrated. I'm like feeling because everything's wet because I'm sweaty. Okay, I'm not feeling a hole, and I get back in the fight. And I'm sitting there watching the movie. I'm like, get up, you bitch.
Yeah.
You know, then it has me up on the roof. Hey, I'm tired. I need to get off. Bullshit. That never fucking happened.
Yeah.
And then, then it's like, I lose a grenade launcher. For one, nobody in the military is going to lose a fucking grenade launcher.
Absolutely not.
It might fall out of their pack on accident or something like
Yeah.
that. But no, so is what happened. I put the grenade launcher in the vehicle, but when I was sitting there talking to Mike Caballero, like, they had because of how the movie was set up, now they had no way of getting the characters back to the vehicle. So
Right.
they don't
They
show
held it.
him losing the grenade launcher.
Yeah.
They just had to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Because what happened, I put the grenade launcher, put it back in the vehicle, and then when we left the consulate, there was like 24 people surrounding the vehicle. So we were going to stop and get the vehicle, but we didn't know who these people were.
Yeah.
Instead of breaking seal and possibly all being killed,
Yes.
we just left it. So that's what happened to the grenade.
Yeah.
It just is what it is.
Yeah.
No, like I said,
But no, it's
now
just,
tell me if I'm wrong. The guys in the movie, the main guys, right? They're all big dudes. In real life, they're all smaller than you, ain't they?
so
Because I've seen a couple of them at SHOT Show and stuff when we go there.
So the two guys that play like Tonto, they're like the size of in like
in the movie.
In the movie.
Yeah, in the movie.
They're like 6 something.
Right, he's a Tonto. He's a skinny dude. I mean,
Tonto's
Short.
small, and then
Cargo shorts and all.
OD or Boone,
Yeah.
he's a short guy, but he's not even white. He's played by a freaking tall, freaking white dude.
Yeah.
Boone's not even white, and he's short and small.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny.
that's when we get back to Hollywood. They
Yeah.
do what the fuck they
What's
want
that?
to do,
What they
change
want.
movies up and stuff.
So I've had an opportunity to meet a couple guys, and you meet them, and you're like, "Yeah, I thought you were like 6'5", bro." And they're like, "Well, they never. A lot of times they never show the feet in the scene,
Yeah.
right? And they'll be standing on a soapbox.
But Kaczynski, he's tall, but you should meet his freaking brothers.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
corn-fed.
Dude, those dudes are big.
Yeah.
Big. I mean, they make John look like he's like mice. I mean, they're just huge.
Yeah.
So I met him at the movie, and I was just like, holy shit.
So I don't know how we're going to do this, but let's get into Benghazi. Let's get into like how long were you there before this all started building up, and if you want to take us through your version of what happened, you know what I'm saying? Besides what the movie shows, let's hear that. And if we got questions, we'll pop in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was I think we were there for about 30 days prior to it happening.
And don't hold back. If you got something to say about these motherfuckers, because I just recently watched you on
Sean Ryan.
and you're letting it out. So, and I think it's
He was on Sean Ryan.
what I think it is.
Sean
I
Ryan.
would call it stolen valor. What these guys are trying to do later on after the thing was all done.
So, yeah, I mean, we were there for 30 days prior when it happened. That morning, I took our chief of base and a couple of case officers to do a meeting with their local intel, which is the first time it happened. And they happened to be right across the street from the consulate, which was weird.
Yeah.
But they were reporting an attack on a government facility that day. So we left from there, went to talk to the ambassador because, again, he had meetings. He had just got there the night before.
Yeah.
I don't know if they say that really didn't dictate. Again, I don't know if it shut down his meetings, but I know our guys had, because we're supplementing our security.
Right.
So he had meetings outside the consulate, which they're trying to say that he didn't, which is bullshit because but that shut all that shit down. So, but then about 9, I don't know, but no, it was actually about 8:00 when myself and Roan, they were supposed to have a meeting at another facility. The State Department guys didn't know where it was. They were going to allow a local driver to dictate their route.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, we don't do that.
You're
for
begging
one.
for You're begging for a setup.
Yeah, and so we're like, no, I think I know where the location was because, again, I've been around that city. I mean, this is my 3rd trip in Benghazi.
Okay.
Third trip.
3rd trip in Benghazi.
Okay.
4th trip.
And never had any kind of altercation or anything like that.
No shootouts yet.
Okay.
I mean, altercations, yes. No shootouts. So we went, found out exactly where it was. Again, I found it pretty quick. So we kind of drove a couple routes, tried to find because each neighborhood had its own little click. So own barricades, own checkpoints. So we found which ones didn't. So on our way back, say, hey, we got a route. You want us to come by and show you what route we're going to take. You're going to follow us. We're not going to. You guys will not dictate what we're going to do.
Yeah.
That
makes sense.
So they're like, no, we'll just come early in the morning, and so we're driving by. We look down the cons. It's just like a normal thing you did for some reason.
Yeah.
But all quiet. I mean, it was just
like eerily quiet, or
No, just normal. Just normal quiet.
Rather.
Again, so no protest. I mean, anyways, about 30 minutes, 45 minutes later, whatever it was, I was getting ready to go to bed. Team leader gets on radio, say, "Hey, all GRS, to the team room." I'm kind of thinking, okay, maybe the ambassador changed his mind. Something's changed. Whatever. Couple seconds later, a little bit more urgent. Again, he should have said, "Hey." To me, you're thinking, "Hey, the consulate's under attack. Get to the team room."
Yeah.
That's what should have been said.
Right.
And, But anyway, so I said, "Jack, hang here." And I go outside. You're hearing gunfire or whatever.
Yeah.
It's fucking Benghazi. It happens.
Yeah. Celebratory. They do a lot of celebratory fire.
Oz, he was out in town doing his thing. the team leader comes. I meet him. He said, "Hey, the consulate's under siege." Again, not being attacked, not being protest. It's under siege. Under siege means.
Now, what time was it right now? When
I don't know.
Was it morning?
No, it was in the evening.
Okay.
So Tonto says it was 9:30, whatever.
Okay.
I believe him more than I believe our government. But I guess they got video timestamps, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't trust again, that's video timestamp.
Yeah,
It's not someone's watch.
Yeah. Right.
So anyway, so I go tell Jack, we get ready to roll out. Once we're ready, Thompson says, "Hey, we're ready to roll." That's when Bob tells, "No, just kind of hang out. We need to wait." Kind of get it. We're thinking, okay, he's on the phone trying to get linked up with 17 Feb, which was the QRF for the State Department. Fast forward 10 years, again, a lot of moving parts.
Yes.
Fast forward 10 years. Oh, hold on. So we're sitting there waiting. They're starting to, I think before they lit the buildings on fire, and in my mind, now my sergeant shit's starting to kick in, my infantry shit's starting to kick in. Now I'm getting pissed. Because now I'm thinking they're digging in, they're fortifying their fighting positions as we're fucking sitting here. It's going to make it a lot harder for us to get. So now I'm getting pissed. So I get out and I'm cussing. And I think I said more in the book. I go, we're losing the initiative. They're digging in. It's going to be hard for us to fucking gain our ground to get these guys out.
You're going to have to uproot.
And then Bob goes, "Stand down. You need to wait." Again, military, stand down, you ain't going.
Yeah. Right.
That's what it is. Fast forward 10 years, reason, again, stand down was told stand down for a reason. For one, that's who Bob was. Didn't come from anywhere else. Didn't come from State Department. No, this is just who Bob was.
Was this ego?
This is just who he was. Not really ego. He was risk adverse.
Really, okay.
The first time you heard gunfire, was it at the ambassador's place?
No, it was
like directly trying to shoot, or just
they're just
scaring them. Okay.
No, so there were 4 guys from 17 Feb. They were engaging with them because they didn't know who they were and stuff like that. So there was some back and forth gunfire, but nobody got shot or anything like that. They don't know how to fucking shoot each other.
Right.
So they suck. So as long as they're shooting at you, you're safe.
Yeah. I heard a quote from you. If they're shooting at you, you're good.
If they're shooting. So if we're like right here, if he's shooting at him,
because you're going to get hit over here.
So fast forward 10 years, what we found out was Bob was told weeks prior by 17 Feb that if something happened, they weren't going to show up. That night when it happened, Bob got a hold of them prior as we were getting ready, and they told Bob, "We're not fucking coming." That's why we got told to stand down. He was not going to let us leave. That's why he told us to stand down.
Wow.
So now they started lighting the buildings on fire and stuff like that. And again, for us, I wasn't driving.
Yeah.
It was Roan was driving. We were in the lead vehicle. Then he had Tonto on them, which was the team leader supposed to be in. When he said, he got on the radio and said, "If you guys don't get here now, we're all going to."
Yeah.
That's when Roan, he just fucking put the vehicle in drive, and he just started driving.
Yeah.
We were leaving the team leader.
That was Bob yelling shit at this time?
We were going to listen to him anyway. So you can watch it. There's the video feed. Our own base security, you can watch us stop because the team leader said, "Stand by, I'm coming." We were leaving his ass.
Yeah.
We were done. So for him to say, "Oh no, you didn't give us permission," we were leaving.
Yeah, fuck you, I'm out.
So he got in the vehicle, we left, and then when we get there again, I call him the little fat guy. So they kind of took the lead because they had the interpreter up there. But when they got to the corner, they kind of pulled off. We pulled up next to them because there was a gun truck here, and then they had the short fat guy. There was a guy with him with an AK. There was a guy over here with the RPG. There was 2 guys up here in the corner that were engaging down, but we don't know who these guys were. So when we pulled up, we kind of blocked the team leader because they had the interpreter and stuff. So myself and Jack, we got out, had the belt fed. We got out, guns ready to rip these guys apart.
Yeah.
Guns were down. He kind of come wallowing up. So he kind of like I picture the penguin in Batman.
Yeah.
That's what the guy reminded me.
Yeah.
So he started durking. The guy jumps out. The linguist kind of comes out. They start talking. Said, "Okay." Again, I'm done asking for anything. I put the machine, the saw in, grab the grenade launcher, load a fucking round in, walk to the corner, and I just fucking launch. Load another one, and I just fucking launch.
Yeah.
Load another one, launch. Go to load another one. All the gunfire stopped. I was just fucking rocking. I was done. Once I noticed, put it fucking down, went to the vehicle. put the grenade launcher in and say, where's Tonto and OD? The team leader's right there. And he said, he started jumping the wall to go get high ground. And then I heard the fat guy saying, or the linguist was interpreting to the team leaders, like, hey, he's talking with the guys inside the compound, and they're negotiating release of the Americans.
Oh,
fucking weird. Already that fast.
Yeah.
So you're looking, we're only like 30, 45 minutes into this attack.
Yeah.
And I just grabbed the machine gun. Again, I wasn't asking. I was just fucking grabbing it,
Yep.
threw the belts on. I started walking. I wasn't, and I was just fucking going. Jack and Roan they just followed me down.
Yeah.
There was no talking. I get on radio, say, hey, we're moving down the little alleyway. Because, they had Roan and Tonto and OD were looking up just for the blue on blue kind of firefight.
Yeah.
That's right.
Green, whatever you want to talk about, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
Just so they knew we were moving, State Department knew we were moving, and the base knew we were moving. Because nobody was talking on the radio. It was just me the whole time talking.
Yeah. Now, are you guys on comms with
They had our radio.
internal? Okay.
So so they had one channel that we gave them so we could communicate
Sure.
if something happened.
Right.
So that's the channel I was using.
Yeah.
So I was communicating with them, hey, we're moving down the alleyway, we're coming to you. No comms back from them. So those motherfuckers said, hey, they're gone. Because when I lobbed the grenade launchers, the first round, when Sarah Adams, she saw the whole video.
Sarah.
When that first round hit, they scattered like cockroaches.
Yeah.
Because they didn't know what the was coming at.
Do you know who she is?
Well, I've seen her on.
Okay, she's a gangster.
So the State Department would have been doing their fucking job and informing us what was going
Right.
on.
Shoot, move, communicate.
Yeah, we would have gotten those vehicles and hauled ass
Right.
on that fucking road.
Yeah.
But again, it took us another 30 minutes to get onto the compound.
No shit.
So, because we're moving tactically,
Yeah, right.
we don't know what's going on because
Right.
we couldn't use our NVGs because the lights were shining on us. And I tried it just floods them out.
Right.
So we get there. Well, I tried to go up on a mountain, try to see in. Knocked off the fucking drum off the fucking saw.
Yeah.
So we got 200 round belts. I did the whole
Lost the grenade launcher.
Rambo.
fucked up the saw.
broke it off, threw a fucking belt around me. I had one here, so about 50 rounds on here. So we go there, we get close up behind the Jersey wall, and I said, "Hey, we're coming on the compound." That's when Roan took off, Jack took off, and I kind of followed on. You get up there, the building's just engulfed in flames.
Wow.
17 Feb was the first one you walked in on. That was because they had their own birthing
So for
area.
people at home, what is 17 Feb?
17 February's Martyrs Brigade, because that's when 17 February is when the revolution started
Right.
for them. That's why, and and all it wasn't like a highly trained military unit.
Right.
It was just Crips and Bloods and regular people came together
Sure.
and started this organization. But it ended up being pretty much ISIS and Al Qaeda,
Right.
is what it was. It was worse. It was like the best of all evils is what they used pretty much for
Yeah.
the State Department, and the State Department there's a bunch of morons.
Yeah.
That's why we didn't use them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, so we're sitting there. Well, they were in there because they took off first, and I kind of got shot at, so I kind of dropped as they were moving on. So I didn't when I started coming on, I didn't know where they went.
Yeah.
I had no clue. So now I'm moving on pretty much by myself.
Yep.
3 militia guys moved in with us, but they stayed outside. So I'm moving in, trying to figure out what the hell's going on. But anyways, so I get up there, the main villa, it's just completely engulfed in flames. I can hear a lot of, so I'm just going where I hear noise.
Yes.
This is where I'm
Yes.
going for. I stayed outside, again, green on green, blue on blue, whatever you want to call it. So I just stayed outside in front of the fighting position. As I'm staying there, a vehicle comes, I can hear a vehicle starting on one side. I'm thinking, hell yeah. Up armored vehicles. That's
Yeah.
all that's there. I'm thinking they're stealing an up armored vehicle. They got a key. I'm thinking this is gonna be awesome because I
Yeah.
have to shoot the shit out of a up armored vehicle with a belt fed machine gun. So I got the belt laid out, the extra one. I got the one here. I'm like, okay, I'm
Yeah.
ready. So I know how to rock and load and do
Yeah.
these things really quick. I mean, I was a saw gun in the Marine Corps. I love the saw. Even as a squad leader, I would take the fucking saw from my saw
Really?
gunners.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so
Saw's
we had-
awesome.
So we had the range. I want to say range 400. I think is what it was. It was like a 3 mile attack, and they give like 8 drums for the saw gunner and
Yeah.
shit. A lot of Marines will probably know about it in 29 pounds. So when I was a squad leader, I would take the fuck. I just love the saw.
Yeah.
Just rip. Anyways, so I'm like, I'm ready to roll. So I kind of step out from that fighting position. I'm like, dude, I'm leaning into this thing.
Yeah.
Vehicle starts coming. I'm like, oh, here we go. 'Cause it's not really hauling ass. So I'm like, okay, here we go. And then I see American face from the spotlight. I'm like, shit.
Who was that?
It was Dave Ubben. He's one of the State Department guys.
Okay.
It was two Americans were in the vehicle. Again, I'm just thinking, why aren't they communicating on this radio that they're moving around? That's kind of what's going on. Anyways, so they pull up to the main villa. So I'm thinking, okay, what's going on? So I'm thinking, okay, we're gonna have to do like CQB stuff. So I take the saw, I put it like right in the fighting position, which is not a good thing, but I'm not going to put it up and try to CQB with a freaking saw.
Right.
So I kind of hit it. I unloaded, hit it underneath the kind of like the sandbags and put sandbags on top of it just in case. So I knew where it was. But anyways, probably not the smartest thing, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
So kind of go up, and that's when I ran into Roan again. And I said, what's going on? I said, well, I can't find the ambassador.
Oh, shit.
Said, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you got 5 guys here, and their main principal, they don't even know where he is.
Yeah.
Like, they don't know. They think he's in the building. They don't know if he's in the building. They don't know if he took off. They don't know if he got kidnapped.
Now, in the movie, they had that little safe room. Did they go in there? Did they have that?
Yeah, that's true. So where we were at, if I'm looking in the main villa, right on this side over here is where the safe room was.
Yeah.
So when I look over there, there's a guy. They already pulled a guy out. I look over, and then again I go, is that one of ours or is that one of theirs? Ron's like, I don't know who it is. And I'm just going, hopefully it's one of theirs.
Right.
That was Sean Smith, unfortunately.
Oh, God.
Jack was actually looking on the top of him and he was doing CPR on him. So, but then you got to focus on what's in front of you.
Right.
So I said, hey, have you guys been able to clear the main area? And he's like, no, we haven't been in there yet. So we kind of look at it. We're like,
fuck, dude.
Yeah, that's what.
Fuck, dude.
I mean, it's just you can just see the fire inside, the black smoke. But again, it's like you have to secure it.
You got to lock it down.
Yeah. So, we did the whole, went in, went out kind of thing. He got lost. We did the Marco Polo thing.
Yeah.
I mean, this place is huge. People don't realize how big this fucking villa is. I mean,
it's like being inside the fucking lobby of the Hilton.
So anyway, so we get back out. This is when Tonto and OD, I guess, decided to join the fight. I think the Ranger was sleeping or something like that. But so that's when I went. So it's like, okay, we're going to come over. We're going to secure it because, again, big compound, 8 acres. It had orchards and stuff like that, grapes, for making wine. I mean, it was a nice compound.
Yeah.
So I went over, grabbed picked up the saw again, reloaded it, slung, put my rifle back over my back. And started securing, tried to both sides as best we could. And I remember as we're sitting there, Blue Mountain guy comes out of the dark because again, you still couldn't put your NVGs on because of the lights. We weren't fixed. You just
useless.
It was just like it was shitty. All like
everything was wrong.
Was wrong.
Yeah,
like nothing was our way.
Yeah.
So, but it was just like this fight. Like we're just so fucked.
Can we catch a break?
Yeah. So anyway, so they come on, then unfortunately, the back gate incident, a lot of people, anyway, so the group that followed him, they jumped over, he opened the gate for them, told them to shut it and lock it, but they didn't.
Yeah.
So we came in, we cleared that side. Again, the whole other side behind us it was too big we just had to focus on our mission, try to get where everybody was, kind of clear as much as we could. We had to go to the other side because the State Department guys weren't really fucking communicating with us. Because one of their own guys was still in the talk, which was completely locked. So they weren't really communicating with each other either. So
wow.
It's just so stupid.
Yeah.
So we get over there and we're trying to get into the talk and try to secure that side. So because we knew where the command post was and all this other stuff. And when I'm on the radio saying, "Hey, we're outside the door. Let us in, or I'm gonna shoot your door open."
Yeah.
Again, all this fun stuff.
I heard everything, but they. So until that point.
So I'm here getting ready to shoot the door. He's like, I'm coming out. Like, damn it. So close.
Yeah.
Man. And so I didn't get to shoot the saw once that night, though.
God.
But I did usually get to shoot the thumper.
Shunk,
proud
shunk.
of that point.
Yeah.
3 times. But so they go in. I mean, I burst in. He's like, no, it's clear. Nobody got in. Because I'm just going to clear this building with the saw.
Yeah.
So anyways, so I go back out and say, hey, I'm going to go stage up because again, this whole side is just. It's pitch black. I'm just going to pin up right here just in case people start coming over the wall or something. So I'm behind these up armored vehicles underneath the car canopy thing, just the metal one.
Yeah.
Carport. So I'm sitting there. I can hear them moving things, and I'm just I'm focused. Like you would think that. Hey,
were you focused?
Yeah, I mean, I was focused. Kind of like not focused as last night. No, so next thing you know, I hear a radio say, "Hey, Tig, where you at?" what do you mean? I'm over by the talk. Where you guys? Oh, we're over at the villa. I'm thinking, fuck you. I'm over by myself.
I got nobody.
So, yeah, you know, I did. You guys know who Carl Lewis is?
Yeah.
I did Carl Lewis run.
I bet you did.
So I take off over there, you know, and then we just start searching. So as I'm going over there, I hear, again, one of those things, just over here, as I'm moving up, that our team leader is talking with Dave Ubin, and all I hear is, we have no guns. So I take off the saw, I go, here you go. And, you know, and I'm just focused. So I said, here you go, have mine. Take off the belt, this and that. He's like, we don't need it. And I just keep on going.
Yeah.
Well, it's what it was. They were pinned in their room. They didn't have their guns on them. That's what they were talking about. That I think he was trying to figure out what happened with them at the time and all this other stuff. Anyways, so that's when I lost this. That's when I didn't lose the saw. I gave them the saw. Anyways.
Yeah.
So started searching for the ambassador and all this stuff, and went in and out. First time going in, shattered my MVGs, jacked up my neck, still kind of jacked up from it.
Yeah.
Did you run into something in the dark? Like,
no, when I was going into the window, I didn't duck far enough because I wasn't used to having
the extra.
They're like up here.
Right.
It's like folding up.
So
now you got a rhino.
You're just trying to. I mean, you're still ducking, but not low enough, and it just whack. And, you know, anyways, because the first couple times I was going, I was trying to open up more windows. They were searching. I was just trying to, you know, get the smoke out because it's already funneled back there. So I was just, anyways. So that's what I was trying to do, trying to figure out their blast windows and stuff, but couldn't figure it out.
See, if you had that saw, you could just went
right. So going in and out, started, you know, anyways, trying to figure out the layout because I knew the main area because I'd been there a few times, but I never went into their bedroom area.
Right.
Because that's, you know, that's their area.
It's their area, yeah.
So I didn't know that layout too much. Well, it was kind of, so when I was sitting out there trying to catch my breath and stuff like that, you know, that the team leader had actually, when I was in there, when I came back out, like everybody was gone.
Yeah.
So they'd got off the porch. The team leader was gathering them up and get them go from there to our compound, I guess. And as I was sitting there, I was like, you know, the whole thing from kindergarten, like elementary school, and the firefighters came, said, you know, when there's a fire and there's smoke, get on your fucking belly.
Yeah.
Well, I wish I thought of that in the very beginning.
Yeah.
I took all my gear off, took my helmet off, got my flashlight out, and I said, hey, I'm going to go in one more time. You know, just kind of let them know. And the team was like, no, just hang on. I'm like, fuck you. Because I was tired of waiting on the people. So I get in there and, oh shit, yeah, I could see like everything.
Yeah.
You know, but it was still smoky.
Right.
But I could breathe fairly good and wasn't coughing like I was when I was standing. Because I mean, it was thick black.
Oh, yeah.
Because is what it was. They started it on, they dumped diesel fuel on everything.
Yes.
That's how they started the fire. But a lot of people also don't realize when they paint and they build stuff, it's diluted with diesel.
Right. Or kerosene. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's already going to be thick black anyways.
Right.
Now on top of that, now they did. Anyway, so down there crawling, kind of searched again, probably redid whatever they did, but again, I'm going to do it myself.
Yeah.
Crawled out, went to I just stayed with the right. First, again, there's like a bathroom over there, you know, searched everything there. There's like a little closet. Then went over and there was another room, kind of almost directly across from that room. The bed and the little closet and stuff like that. It wasn't there very long. Then that's when we got counter assaulted as I was starting to come back out of that room.
Oh, shit.
And that's an RPG hit that wall.
Yeah.
That rings your bell.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I can imagine, right?
Yeah.
So
we're in contact now.
Yeah. So again, I can see the room. I just came out. So luckily I wasn't like deep inside this area already.
Yeah.
So I just kind of got up, went that way, went out of the room. Gunfire's going off, shooting RPG goes off again. Get my shit on, get the helmet on. Because there's a sandbag right in front of you, know that, so they couldn't see directly in. Looked, see where the gunfight was coming from. There's a militia guy or whoever the guy was, could have been just a neighbor, was shooting towards the back gate where Tonto came and they came.
Yeah.
So there's a ladder by the safe window that went up to the roof. So I got up on the roof, got the home team leader, said, hey, well, whoever. I said, hey, I'm up on the roof just in case I got shot.
Yeah.
That morning they found people taking pictures of the compound from rooftops. So just in case I got shot up there, just let people know, hey, I'm on the roof, in case I disappeared. So as I start moving back towards, the back gate, came over, I had the gun up as I was coming up, saw a guy, RPG, just let loose 10 rounds, 10, 15 rounds. The FBI actually said it was 15. I was pretty accurate when I said 10, 15 rounds.
Yeah. Now, what are you using right now? I know you got a rifle, but what do you got? A basic
5.56.
AR?
Yeah, 5.56.
And scope, anything?
Red dot.
Red dot,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, buddy.
And it's funny, the FBI's, how many rounds did you say? It was like 10, 15. Are you sure? Yeah. And he goes, it was 15. we counted all your breasts.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay.
So did you take him out?
What's that? Yeah. So he dropped, and that pretty much stopped the gunfight. Because what he was doing when the back gate got open, so they didn't come onto the compound.
Sure.
But they were so like the wall. So the wall was like too tall, like the C end, but they had like these little like diamond shaped holes at the very top. So what they were probably doing was doing their rifles like this.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
Why wouldn't they come to the compound? Do you know?
Because they didn't want to die.
Well, I understand, but if
because
they're
there's
run it, how are they going to run it?
Well, we had our guys plus again, like in the movie kind of shows. I believe is what it showed, like unknown number of individuals with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
We had no idea who the hell they were.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Yeah.
Probably because they were getting shot at by, and it was again they had the higher ground because we were kind of down in a defilade kind of a thing.
Yep.
The back gate was kind of up. So, anyways, the guy he'd shoot his RPG, go out of view, come back, shoot, go out of view. So he wasn't really aiming, but he was, but he wasn't like up. He was kind of almost in the street. So he went back. So these guys down here really couldn't see him.
Yeah.
So when I came up and I saw him, and I just fucking let loose. He fell backwards. And somebody did. He wasn't like in the middle. He was kind of off on the side.
Yeah.
So somebody kind of dragged him off. So he could have lived. I don't really care. But that stopped.
Yeah.
But Oz and actually the team leader got to watch the video from the drone feed because the drone was there at this time.
Yeah.
One of my rounds actually fucking nailed the RPG in mid-flight and shot at 90 degrees.
Oh shit, dude!
So I did a Rambo moment.
That's right. I'd say more John Wick. That's more John Wick.
I still like Rambo.
Yeah,
I
fucking
think A. So that kind of stopped that. And then,
there was just a movie I just watched it where there was like a launch, like a nuclear bomb coming, and they put out these things. And they go, "What's the chance of hitting it?" He goes, "It's like a bullet hitting a bullet." It's very. It's
it's a new.
He hits the RPG.
Yeah. So the rest of the guys after that. So what also again goes back to like what's jacked up. The State Department guys.
Yeah.
Here we are on their compound searching for their ambassador, who's not even part of our detail, because there's another reason, like when we also the reason why we got told not to go or stand down. Because they had to put another directive down, like we weren't, because of our insurance and all this shit, our rules of engagement.
Yeah,
we were only allowed to protect agency personnel, nobody else. So that kind of changed through time. So if one of us would have got killed, nothing, our families wouldn't have got shit.
Wow.
So that's another thing that a lot of people don't realize.
It's about the contract world, essentially, right? If you get shot, you're calling an Uber because that's it.
Yeah.
And these state guys, no training. I mean, what?
No, they're all military. Well,
right.
no, almost. Dave Ubin. Well, I think 3 of the guys were prior military guys. Okay. But so when the counter-assault happened, the first one on the consulate, when it happened, they were all in their vehicle getting ready to leave.
Yeah.
Instead of them dismounting their fucking vehicle and helping us, they took off. That really that irritates. That still irritates the shit out of me. You don't do.
And they didn't even have the principal with them, right?
No.
Yeah. See, there's no reason.
They didn't even take Sean Smith's body with them. That's a lot of people don't know that. They left even his body.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Tonto, when it happened, because again it's an armored vehicle. It was right outside the gate, perfect, good fighting position for what it was. Tonto took a position up behind it, was engaging. They honked a horn to get him out of the way so they could leave.
No shit.
See how fucked up that is?
Dude, that's fucking
that's like
so anyways
shit.
Yeah.
Oh dude, I'm like this is fucking bullshit. There's no way you can get me to fucking not get out of that car.
Yeah.
Right,
if I'm in the middle, I'm butt stroking your ass. Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Right, sorry.
Yeah.
Unless I have a principal to protect.
Right.
That's different. But again,
they didn't have him.
They didn't have anybody.
Yeah.
Both their principals were dead.
Dude.
5 guys to protect pretty much one guy, and that guy's gone, and you fucking take off.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Anyways, so we're up on the roof trying to figure out what's going to happen. They actually we're not sure. Again, they didn't. What the team leader knew when I was talking with Tonto for trying to figure out what was going on after talking with Roan. He's saying again before they took off. He's saying they still don't know if he's inside the building. Nobody knows where the fucking ambassador is.
Holy shit!
Again, I still didn't know who the guy was that was dead. I just didn't know.
Yeah.
I just knew about the ambassador. That was it. So we're sitting trying to figure it out. Time was going by. I think it was about 30 minutes later. The drone was watching us, and they're saying, "Hey, you got about another 100, 150 armed individuals coming towards you right now.
Yeah.
You guys got to go." Because we had 24 people
Yeah.
below us.
Yeah.
We know who the fuck these guys were.
Yeah.
You got
Right.
pretty much 5
Shit,
shooters.
your own fucking took off on you. What do you think these guys are going to do?
So we have 5 shooters, a team leader, and a fucking linguist that looks like a turtle. Bless the guy's heart. I mean, he was just big old, like, he looked like a dude, like the flak jacket,
Yeah, the old
big
one.
old helmet and stuff. So it's like, we got to go. But that whole Mogadishu thing pops in my head with the pilots being dragged and shit.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck this, man. This is heartbreaking.
Yeah.
So we get in the vehicle, and that's when I realized, because so we had Rome was driving, the team leader was in the passenger seat. Then it was Tonto, the linguist, and Jack. Then myself was in the very back, in OD, and then Sean Smith's body. So that's when I found out it was an American. Otherwise, I didn't know. We had to sit on him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So then again, it hits me again, like, these fucking guys left one of their own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is it's
fucked.
Again, just anger. Like, what the fuck? So then we go and we start getting, okay, who's got the keys? So Roan's, he's digging it as he's driving out the consulate. He's getting to halfway down the alley, he's digging out his keys, and he's starting to pass it back as we get to the end of the road, getting dozens of fucking people around our vehicle. There's 2 gun trucks, with Dishkas in them.
Yeah.
We're thinking, oh fuck, we can't stop.
Yeah.
So he just fucking does this, puts the keys, and just takes off.
Yeah.
Like, it is what it is. That's how the grenade launcher got left behind with my, my passport, Jack's passport, or backpacks in there, because I couldn't put my go bag, which had my, my medical kit and all this other stuff in it.
Yeah.
I couldn't transition between the belt fit and my rifle. I was trying to do it before I moved up.
Yeah.
I had to take it off and just leave it in the vehicle.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we get back, we dismount. We knew it's going to come because the consulate got attacked twice, almost attacked a 3rd time while we were there. So I was like, it's going to fucking happen.
Yeah.
So the team from Tripoli, they were already on their way. They had gotten commandeered a jet that from an asset that the agency had met earlier that day.
Yeah.
Just a rich billionaire guy who had 3 freaking
Yeah.
jets. So they're on their way. They're flying down. We get attacked the first attack comes about 1 in the morning, 1:30, whatever it was. Pretty quick after we had got back to our compound.
So you guys didn't get a chance to set up yet?
Oh no, we were set up.
Oh, you were set up.
we once we got, so when the State Department guys got there, Oz, he was already back at the compound, because he was out in town with a meeting. Obviously, when the attack comes, their team leader got home and said, "You need to get your ass back here." So the case officer he was with at the time said, "You can't pull me out." He just grabbed her, "Get the fuck up, let's go."
Yeah.
Because now it's like it's not on your term no more. Now it's my fucking turn.
Yeah.
So, on my turn. Anyways, so grabbed her. He got back. So when the State Department guys got there, we already had 2 SPOs, which are police officers for the agency. So they monitored our cameras. They were our 24-hour base of security.
Yeah.
Plus we had 4 locals. So that rotated more, but 4 at a time, but multiple shifts.
Sure.
From different guys. So he had an imposition. State Department guys got there. One of the guys was pretty jacked up from smoke inhalation because he was with the ambassador and Sean Smith.
Yeah.
Somehow he lived. So anyway, so obviously he's pretty jacked up. I mean, smoke fucks with you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
sure.
So he kind of stayed inside the command post, and one of the other State Department guys, I think it might have been the agent in charge or whatever, was inside. The other 3 guys he put up on the roofs. So he was already had like a base perimeter kind of set up. We get there, we just went to our like known positions.
Yeah.
So we knew it was going to come. 1:30 in the morning, we get hit. We repelled it fairly quick. At this time, Tripoli team had landed in Benghazi. No, not yet. This is about the time they actually found the ambassador. So they found him fairly shortly after we had left, but the smoke had dissipated enough because the fire was starting to die down by the time we had left.
Yeah.
But when they found him inside of his bedroom. So he went to his known place. So again, that agent, I don't care what unfortunately, again, Monday night quarterbacking or not, but he left him behind.
Yeah.
That's why he went back to his room, because he was blind. He didn't know what to do, where to go. He knew a path.
Right.
That's what your brain does. It goes to the least denomination when you're scared.
Yeah.
So they found him on his bed, where they found him.
Wow.
So when they dragged him out, they didn't know who he was. So when people say, "Oh, it was a setup," they wanted to kidnap him. No, it was just a target of opportunity. They knew he was there, but they knew if if
If it was that, they would have taken him, drug him through the street.
They knew what he looked like. They'd known all the shit. They didn't know what he looked like.
Yeah.
He was just a target of opportunity. Yeah, they knew an ambassador was there, but they didn't know what he looked like. So they just say, "Oh no, they did. They wanted to go and kidnap him." Yeah, but the attack they were planning it 3 months prior.
Yeah.
They had been planning it. But again, the ambassador was there. They took an opportunity. They went sooner than I think they wanted to. But maybe 9/11 could have been the time. The ambassador was there. It was just again an opportunity. But anyways, so it's what happened when they say, he was raped, mutilated, and tortured. That's all bullshit. He was never shot, never stabbed. And he's like, yeah, but what about this? His belt was this. Motherfucker was dragged. Who knows?
Yeah.
His pants were still on when he got him out. Anyways, like he had cut marks. Okay, people are grabbing him. Who knows? He was running through a freaking burning building. Who knows?
Yeah.
Anyways, so I saw the video footage. You can see his eyes are just glassed over.
Yeah.
So I saw it from the moment who got a hold of him was a neighbor who knew him personally.
Okay.
So he grabbed him and drug him up the road and put him in his personal vehicle.
Wow.
His driver took him to the hospital.
Wow.
And that's where they performed CPR. So again, so that's how they got the ambassador. And so at that same time, about 1:30. This is what I found out about 10 years later, along with the 17 Feb thing, them not coming.
Yeah.
And so at the same time, there was a medical bird, the Charleston, which is actually what flew us from Tripoli, ended up flying us from Tripoli to Germany. They were going to fly into Benghazi. So they're sending cables. Well, Hush, our team leader, sent them a cable saying, we don't need you. Everything's okay. That's what turned the military around. That's why nobody came.
Wow.
So when we pulled the agency guys out of the consulate, nobody else was reporting any of the attacks. So when Hush sent that cable, or whoever he told to send that cable, that told everyone that everything was fine, even though we had just been attacked.
Wow.
So everybody thought it was over with, even though we had a drone overhead. But when he sent that, but our drone, again, the drone wasn't watching us. It was pretty much watching the consulate in the outer perimeter. See if that mob was coming towards us. It started to at one point, but then turned around and went back.
Yeah.
So that's what we wanted to know. What the fuck was that mob doing?
Yeah.
So when people say, "Oh, Hillary told the military to stand down or whatever," Obama did. No, he didn't. It was that cable, regardless if it was intentional or not, which I don't think it was intentional. No. But that's why everybody was told to stand down. That's why no help.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, see, everyone always thought Hillary put the kibosh on it.
Oh, so did I. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
So did I.
You were a huge.
But again, my thing is I like to set the record straight. You can't fix a problem unless you know what the actual problem was.
Right.
It was that one cable.
How much time we got there?
You're at 112. We're going. You keep going.
So about this time, so then we get attacked again about 3 a.m. Same kind of attack, really, straightforward, pretty simple. But each attack was about 20 to 50 guys. I don't know, but it was only like 4 of us at a time that were repelling these assaults. It wasn't the whole base because we all had our own sectors, our own perimeter. So it was just me, myself, Oz, Tonto, and Odia that were repelling all these assaults because it was just that one side. Well, there's only really 2 attacks that came to our.
How many shooters?
In anywhere between 20 to 50. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like in the movie, it shows it like wide open. It wasn't. They had a lot of cover.
Yeah.
So we repelled them. You could see them being dragged away by their buddies. Some of them were holding their guts and limping over. Some were crawling away and stuff. So we were hitting them. Just again, I didn't have MVG, so I couldn't tell. I was just shooting at gun flashes. Is what I was aiming at because again, they're shooting behind the brush.
Right.
So it's like playing whack-a-mole. Again, I got hit in the side. Not in the chest. I didn't lay down like a little liberal bitch.
Did take the ear out?
Huh?
Did take the ear out of you? Or
no, not really. Didn't take the ear because it hit me in the side. I mean, it buckled my side a little bit, but I just reached up under as fast as I could. I still had my gun up, but I was just I bent down. I was leaning up against the rail, kind of like this, like had my hand up, like, oh fuck, that hurt.
Yeah.
And then I got back in the fight. And when the fight was over, actually I went because they were rotating all the State Department guys prior to this attack happening, and they were getting like all their personal stuff into a backpack. So after that, when I got off the tower talking with the team leaders, hey, we got to do that. You got to let us do this too. We got to rotate. So when I was there, I kind of lifted it up, and the black and blue was already started.
Yeah, bro.
And it was pretty jacked. So I kind of did the rotate, went back to the tower, said, hey, go down and get your personal shit. Just leave it in in the team room. That's the last time I saw Oz until after the mortars. Well, the Tripoli team had landed at the airport about 3 a.m. They had got a hold of a militia. It was the Delta Force guys that got a hold of the militia to meet them at the airport to bring us to us. Again, it was hard to find. So this is not their fault. They're just trying to find the least evil one.
Right. The lesser of two
The
evils.
lesser of two evils, yeah, to bring them, to get them to us.
How many guys?
2 Delta guys, 5 or 6 GRS guys, and 1 linguist.
Okay.
Which the linguist, he was a CIA, not really a linguist. He was a spook. Whatever you want to call him.
Yeah, like legit.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that's cool shit.
He was like a combat spy, I guess.
Yeah.
But linguist and stuff, military guy. So, anyways, so it was like total of maybe 10 guys or whatever it was from Tripoli, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
So they're sitting there waiting. When they landed, they weren't there. So they landed at 3. They weren't there, so they had to sit at the airport. Well, they finally showed up about 5 or so in the morning, whatever time it was, and they got them to our compound about 5:30 or something like that. They all went in to the command post. They were in there for a little bit. Of course, we're in the tower, like going, "What the fuck these guys doing? Can they come out and fucking relieve us so we can go at least take a break, get a drink of water, take a shit, whatever?"
Yeah.
Nothing. Of course, this is what we're thinking. We're not on the radio talking. We're just like, all of us are thinking, as we all talked about, like, what the hell's going on? Even the State Department guys are thinking the same thing. What the hell's going on, man? Give us a little break here. But Bub, unfortunately, he shows up, goes up on the roof, starts talking. I guess what Oz was saying was, he was kind of explaining, to Bub what happened, introducing them to everybody. When what I heard was a mortar go off, and
Shunk.
Yep, that's what it sounds like. And then as I'm getting ready to key the radio, Tonto gets on and says, "Hey, did anybody hear that? It sounded like a mortar." As I key the radio, I said, "Yeah, I heard it." Wham, the first round hits. It hits long, about 25 yards.
Are they dropping 50s or 80s?
81s.
81s.
They're French.
Yeah. Oui, oui.
Yeah. So it was like long and to the west and long. Second round hits probably just behind hits the top of the wall, just behind the command building, which I guess some of the shrapnel from the wall hits Dave Ubin. He took his helmet off and set it on top.
Yeah.
Again, it was fairly quick.
Yeah.
But the first round when it hit, RPG hit the back wall, small arms fire, so it was a coordinated attack.
Yep.
So Roan, he had taken the saw and he was engaged. You can hear it just ripping. I mean, it just full. I mean, he's doing the 200 round burst in 1 minute.
Yeah.
Just Then the third round comes. Well, when that second round hit, I'm in the tower and I'm thinking, they're because they attacked that wall twice. I'm thinking they're trying to blow that tower up so they can come through that wall. So I jumped off the tower. So I'm thinking the mortars are walking.
Yeah. They're
towards
bracketing.
me.
Yeah.
So I jumped off the tower, started walking back towards the wall, and that's when the third round hit the top of the roof. And I guess 2 more followed. I don't remember the other 2.
Yeah.
They say 2 more hit because they saw the video footage. They can see the 2 other flashes that
Yeah.
hit and whatever. All it just went quiet. And I get on the radio. I start walking towards there as I'm on clipping the radio. I say, "You guys up on the roof, you okay? You okay?" Team leader gets on the radio and he says, "We're all right in here." I'm like, shut the fuck up. I'm talking about the guys on the roof.
Yeah.
And again, I'm still walking towards the building. I don't want to go because you're like, this is going to be a fucking mess.
Yeah.
But I'm still walking towards it. And then Jack gets on the radio and says, "Tig, I got no movement." Because
He can overwatch.
yeah, he's on another building, but he's on building 4. But building 4, you can pretty much see across building 3.
Yeah.
That's how close this building
Yeah.
is. The other ones you can't really see across.
Sure.
I mean, you can see it, but you can't see on top.
Right.
But the debris again, like he said, you couldn't because of the dust and all that stuff. Because the one put a major hole in just all that concrete debris and dust and stuff. But anyways, so once he said that, I just started running over, got up. First guy I see is Dave Ubin, left leg, left arm completely severed off. Get on the radio, say, "I got guys down, I need help."
Yeah.
Put two tourniquets on him. Asked for help again. Went over to the other guy, which ended up being Oz. Put a tourniquet on him, asked for help. That's when OD gets on the radio, says, "Hey, if nobody's going to get up, go up there and help Tig. I'm getting off the fucking roof and I'm going to go do it myself." That's when the team leader gets on the radio and says, no, just stay there. We're on our way. Not that they're coming up.
Yeah.
That they're up on the roof. They're on their way.
Yeah.
And I'm going, you mother... Again, I'm just pissed.
Yeah.
I'm like, you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So I stand him up. Hey, can you walk to the ladder by yourself? He kind of looks. Again, I already got 2 guys. Says, yeah, I can do it. So he goes. I start going to Roan. He did a pulse check. I felt his throat moving. Again, I'm not a medic.
Right.
Just did what I could. Didn't feel a pulse. Did look, listen, feel. Didn't do anything. Pupil dilation, nothing. By the time I left him, that's when I saw the first guy get up on the roof.
Yeah. Damn.
So then I went over to the fourth guy, when I rolled him over. Initially, I thought it was Jack. That's again. I was just like, "What the fuck?" And your mind starts fucking with you. And I'm like, going, "Wait a second, no." I was just talking with Jack. Jack's over on Building 4, so I had no idea who this guy was.
Yeah.
Was
So
it one of the state guys?
No, this was Bub. This is the other SEAL. But I did the same thing, look, listen, feel. But then at the time when I'm doing this, I just hear these guys, we got to get off the roof. We got to hurry up and get off the roof. I'm just like, it ain't going to matter. We get off the roof or not. These fucking mortars keep coming in. We're fucked.
Yeah.
There's no protection.
Yeah.
I was surprised the building was even still standing, honestly. So I just go, and then once I got it left, once I checked Bub, no pupil dilation. They had just started building. I guess again, I didn't know these guys were Delta Force guys. I thought they're all GRS guys. I didn't really care. Anyways.
Doesn't matter anyway. Yeah.
So they were building a backpack out of straps to get Dave Ubben off. That's what they're doing at this time.
Yeah.
So I started gathering up all the weapon systems, like looking across the roof, just in case we had to leave. You just take off.
Yeah.
That's what I'm assuming. But I'm not going to leave the weapon systems behind. That's what you just don't. If you can take them, take them. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
But the saw was gone. So it took me. I was like, "Look, where the fuck's the saw?" So I've come to find out that thing got blown across the fucking compound.
Yeah.
They found it not in the neighbors, but against the wall.
Yeah.
I mean, it got blown probably about 100 feet away.
That's crazy.
So, so anyway, so that I went back to Roan, took his pistol, looked for his wallet. He didn't have a wallet, but he took his wedding ring and stuff like that. Said a prayer over him, went over to the other guy, did the same thing, looked, and I think he had his wallet or something, but took his pistol, took his rifle and all that stuff. And again, all I could just hear in the background is like, we gotta get off the roof, gotta get off the roof. I'm just like, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
So anyway, said a prayer over him, got down. As I get down, they just got Dave Ubben off the roof. It's kind of funny. I gathered all the weapons, and I even took some of theirs because they had stacked theirs against the wall.
Yeah.
I left mine strapped on me the whole fucking time. Like,
right.
I'm not letting go of my gun for nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But I ended up getting with the team leader's fucking gun.
Yeah.
So anyway, I left him up there with no fucking weapons. That's his own fault.
Yeah.
You're in combat. You don't fucking leave your fucking gun.
Right,
Anyways, so I get off. I'm just pissed. I'm just fucking angry.
Yeah.
So I take all these guns and I throw them down. So now I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ARs, like 6 pistols, from the wounded guys, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pistols, including mine, and then the other AR because of the team leader, one of the other guys I picked up because they just laid against the wall.
Yeah.
I don't know who the fucking. I just grabbed them all. Anyway, so I just throw them on the couch. I go in the back room and I'm trying to open up the blast door to get Dave Ubben in. Instead of like trying to walk him around through the front through everybody, because our medical room was in the back where that blast door was.
Yeah.
But the mortar had fucked up the door. You couldn't get it open. So I kind of got it halfway up, so you can kind of see out now. But anyway, so I was like, fuck. So I just started trying and find tourniquets. So I found 4 tourniquets. I was like, mortar's coming in. It's like, fuck it. So I put 2 tourniquets in both of my cargo pockets.
Yeah.
Because 4 limbs.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I started walking out, and I headed back towards where my fighting position was, since pretty much 12:30, and the 2 guys are coming off like, wait, where are you headed? And I'm heading back over to the tower. Like, oh, you can't do that. It's too dangerous. The fuck you mean it's too dangerous? Been in it all fucking night. It's just for repelled 2 fucking attacks, and the third one. What the fuck you mean it's too dangerous? So we're having a yelling match with them. Again, I don't know who these fucking guys are.
Right.
So the team leader comes out. He's like, what the fuck's going on? It's like, these fucking idiots are telling me I can't go over here where I've been out. It's like, dog, just stay right over here, Tig. So I've worked with that team leader a few times in other places.
I was going to ask you a question when we were done, but yeah, go ahead.
And he said, no, just hang out right here. And I'm going, this doesn't provide any fucking security. This is where they're fucking attacking us from.
Right.
He's like, just wait right here. Because maybe we're getting ready to diddy him out of the base.
Yeah.
It still doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Now we have this whole fucking backside's unprotected.
Yeah.
Just because they blew up the cameras. They have no more cameras. This is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So I'm like, whatever. So I'm just standing there. This is probably getting about 6 a.m. I don't know what time it was, but then we found out there's a militia coming, about 300 guys, something like that. Topped moved from building 2, or no, he was already up on the other one.
Now is it starting to get light out?
Yeah, by this time it's already light out.
Okay.
So is what happened. That militia that was supposed to meet them. The reason why they delayed 17th Feb was setting up the mortars. The same militia that told Bob they weren't coming, the same militia that was protecting the U.S. Consulate is the one that fucking shot the mortars.
What?
But is what was going on.
I mean, I'm not surprised, but
Yeah.
Really?
So is what was going on is they were waiting for daylight. That's why they delayed picking them up to get them to our compound. They wanted daylight and after morning prayer so they could kill us all in one spot.
wow.
But I think I don't think Sarah knew either. Or why the mortar stopped. I don't think anybody even
Yeah,
knows.
because you got a direct hit. Why not?
We'll finish it off, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
But I think what happened is the militia commander went into our compound. That's
there
why,
it is.
Because his convoy took off, and I think they went towards where the mortars were coming from, and I think they told him to fucking stop because their commander was in there because they had no comms with the mortar team. I don't think, but the spotter they had comms with the spotter.
Oh yeah, because he was able to bracket.
Yeah. So that last attack, 5 shots, took 1 minute and 14 seconds.
Yeah, they could have fired for effect and drop that whole compound.
Yeah. So again, there was a lot of blessings that happened that night. But anyways, so the militia came, got the guys off the roof, and we got escorted. But the militia that came that the agency actually got a hold of was again one of the spy guys got a hold of was Gaddafi's army. So it was Gaddafi's army that actually rescued us from the annex and got us to the airport.
Really?
And then we got those guys onto the jet that the agency had got a hold of. And they said when they finally got Dave Ubin to the hospital in Tripoli, they said if he'd have been another 10, 15 minutes, he'd have been dead. He'd have bled out because we couldn't stop the bleeding.
Yeah.
So I guess like the team guys or I think the Delta Force guys actually I think he put another tourniquet on his arm and his leg or something like that. So I don't think maybe the first tourniquet I put on him maybe he took off or what. I didn't get it on tight enough. But anyways, but yeah, they said if he'd been another 10, 15 minutes, he'd have died.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they took off. We stayed back, and as we're sitting there, I'm sitting at the back of the truck, and I'm thinking, like, I see, Roan and Bob. I'm like, going, where's the third guy at? Like I don't remember them putting the other guy again. I didn't know who he was.
Right.
Still, like I didn't remember him putting the guy on the plane. I'm like going. So I started looking over at the two of the State Department guys. And I'm going, where's your other fucking guy at?
Yeah.
He goes, what do you mean? And I go, you motherfuckers. They didn't fucking even grab Sean Smith's body out of the fucking SUV. The militia, luckily we took the vehicle with us to the airport, but the militia was driving off with it.
Oh.
Because we gave them the vehicle. So I'm fucking chasing after it. And I'm just like, stop. Otherwise, they'd have fucking drove off Sean Smith's fucking body.
Yeah.
That's
These
nuts,
fucking
dude.
idiots. And I'm just like, oh my God.
Now,
guys.
you said they got the bodies off the roof, but there's a big controversy about that.
So again, they made it a big controversy, not me. So they told the families that they got them off the roof respectfully, which they didn't.
Right.
They threw them off the roof.
Sorry about that.
To me, if it wasn't such a big deal, why'd they lie about it?
Right.
I didn't lie about it.
Right.
Hell, I was standing right there down below when they dropped them onto the concrete. So.
That's fucked up.
But again, the people say, yeah, well, it's combat. Yeah, it is combat, but there was no gunfire. It'd been several hours later.
Yeah.
We had 300 man militia outside our fucking compound. And there was a way to get them down respectfully, but again, if they would, to me, it was just a cargo strap.
Yeah.
Okay. If they slipped out, they slipped out. I get that.
Right.
You made the effort.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're
that's
not,
the
like you said, there's a big thing, life over limb, right? Lock down your shit first.
Again,
Right.
yeah. Again,
But that wasn't going on. It's
Right,
just what
right.
you're
I'm prepared to
saying.
leave them on the roof. I'm
Yeah.
prepared to leave them in Benghazi.
Right.
Yeah.
I get it. But when you have a chance to get somebody off respectfully, You get them off. Firefighters don't even throw their fucking brothers out of a burning building.
Right.
They carry them down if they can. That's the difference.
Right.
You know, but then don't fucking go and lie to the family and say you did something that you didn't fucking do.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, what's like? I know there's a lot going on. They're trying to get the Medal of Honor.
So again, I don't think they are. I think they're being put in for it. Again, I don't know the whole story behind it. But again, how it came to my attention and what was going on was their boyfriends, the Delta Force anti-gay podcast, and their boyfriend Hegstaff, whatever the hell his name is, came out and said that we lied in the book. That pisses me off. And then they said that I lied.
You specifically?
Yeah,
specifically.
So
well, then there, I believe somebody wrote a letter on Sean Ryan's show when you were there. He'll remain nameless.
Yeah. So he wrote in on it, and so actually even
corroborate what you were saying.
Roan's mom was going to say, "Do you want me to do it too?" Because they told her that they told her and Roan's and Bub's family that they got him off respectfully. So when I told her that, she's like, I would rather been told the truth than being lied to.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, and even Bub's mom told her the same thing when we actually came out and did the book, that she was very disappointed that she was lied to and how they were.
Okay, I'm glad you cleared it up because I thought they were pushing for the Medal of Honor. I'm like,
I didn't even hear that.
But again,
Sean
that
Ryan read it.
Yeah, but their award itself is a bullshit lie.
Yeah,
yeah.
But and again, that's a disgrace to everyone who actually fucking earned it. And again, that's like getting a Purple Heart for these douchebags who gets Purple Heart for stubbing their fucking toe during the attack. Again, it's a disgrace. So again, there was no gunfire while they were up on the roof. They were never up on the roof receiving gunfire or returning gunfire.
Right.
They said that they rescued unarmed Americans, which none of us were unarmed. For one, they didn't fucking rescue us.
Yeah.
Right.
They didn't do anything. They showed up and got blown up. That's what happened, unfortunately. Yeah. The ones who rescued us were Gaddafi's fucking military and the Libyan military. They rescued us.
Right.
Yeah.
They didn't escort us fucking nowhere. We could have did that ourselves. We didn't need manpower. We needed air cover.
Yes.
So again, good on them for coming and showing up. I'm not saying that, but to sit there and say that I hate it when people say, "Oh, they came and rescued." Bull fucking shit. They didn't rescue shit.
Right.
Yeah. They put more bodies in fucking harm's way is what they did. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy. I was going to ask you, how many, with that group you were in Benghazi, have you done any other missions with them? And you said the team leader did.
No, I had. I mean, so I think I did a couple things with OD and with Boone, with Oz I did, but I didn't work with him directly because he was a direct hire, so for some reason he thought he was special at the time, but Roan, never worked with Roan. I did some training with Jack. But I don't think I ever actually worked with Jack in any location.
Because it's important that you got some kind of fucking brotherhood going.
That's right.
You know somebody you're used to. And you know
you're trauma bonding, right?
But the team leader, our team leader in Benghazi, I worked with him in several locations. We got ambushed together a couple of times.
But see, a lot of people don't know you went back.
Yeah. So yeah, I did 2 more trips after that.
Yeah.
And I was actually,
you think everyone would be like, "Fuck that, I'm out. I'm fucking making up money. I'm fucking retiring. I'll get a fucking
reader." Well, I was going back for a third time when Oz and Tonto said, "Hey, we're going to do a book. Do you want to be part of it?" And I finally said, "All right."
But just to be clear for everybody out there, you guys didn't get any money off the book.
We got it up front, but we don't get any royalties.
Yeah, no royalties.
From the book or the movie.
Yeah.
A lot of people think we do, but we don't. Unless you buy it, like, again, I used to sell the book and stuff signed on my website, but I don't anymore. But unless you buy it directly from us, we don't get shit.
Okay. I'm tracking.
The author does, and so do the actors. They get money every time you watch it, but we don't get a dime.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now, do you guys ever do reunions with those boys?
Yeah, we don't do reunions, but we did.
You guys get together?
Yeah, we did one this year for the 13th Remembrance. We actually did a fundraiser in Nashville.
Well,
the three, we almost all got together, but I think
you didn't drink that much, did you?
No.
Do you guys all get along?
I haven't really. Yeah. We all still talk. I mean, we're like, it ain't like, it's kind of like a family.
Yeah.
You hate each other, but you love each other.
Right.
But we all still get along. We still kind of talk, but it just, but yeah, I think I see more of the guys than we all see each other. Like I do things with with Boone and stuff, and even Sarah down in Florida. And
wait, you hang out with her?
Yeah, we're like groupies.
That's fucking awesome, dude. Dude, you know who she is?
I know she is.
She's
I don't know her.
fucking gangster, dude.
Yeah, she knows a lot of shit. She does. I seen her on the Sean Ryan show.
I mean, if I was like a lesbian or something, just saying.
I'm a lesbian.
No, she's awesome.
So that was awesome. Anything else you want to clear up? Say anything?
I think I kind of cleared up on some of the things. Again, a lot of stuff it was all stuff that we found out because of Sarah and Boone kept digging into the attackers, like who actually attacked us, who was part of it.
Yeah.
Again, it's kind of funny how we even get attacked by people from the right from talking about the book and stuff because they don't like the way, especially when I tell it's not Hillary's. So it's not Hillary's fault for the stand down shit.
Right,
it's her fault and the State Department's fault for why it actually started.
Right.
But after it started, Bob is the reason why the ambassador and Sean Smith are
the ambassador could have went
the
either way.
the reason why
We can't.
we could have saved their
it.
lives if Bob would let us do our job.
Yeah.
And if Hush didn't send that cable, the mortars wouldn't. The military. I think the other guys would still be alive because the military would have showed up.
Yeah.
That's again. The agency fucked up, and I think they're just covering for each other, and that's why they cut.
That's got to be fucking
it's mind
crazy.
But you get attacked when you try to tell the truth. But again, if you don't tell the truth, you can't fix a fucking thing. But the government never tells the truth. That's why they never get fixed.
when you hear an M80 go off, you get like, what the fuck was that, right? I can't imagine being that close to fucking bombs being dropped on top.
Oh yeah, dude.
Mortars,
IEDs.
I hate mortars, man.
Yeah.
That's like stinky.
IEDs, you don't know what's coming. Mortars, you know what's coming. So it's like,
How about you ever had like we had a lot of I think they're called 105 Katusha rockets. Those are fucking wicked.
I had rockets in Coast and in Iraq and stuff.
Yeah.
So in Coast, you have this fucking tower. They tell you we had to get in to see if we could find the fucking poo sites. Man, I hated that, dude. Like, there's no protection. So you're up there seeing this, like, don't hit me, don't hit me.
Yeah.
I think in the movie they show that motherfucker coming down, right?
Yeah. But the mortars, because they've got a wicked sound when they fall.
All right, we do have to wrap this up.
Yeah.
So, John, thank you again for coming out. We appreciate it, guys. We do have a store if you want to purchase some stuff. It helps us bring our guests like John in the town, and we take care of them. We try to show them a good time, get them fucked up a little bit. Yeah, I should say that, but no, we have a good time. We take them nice dinners.
Dude, I haven't drank in so long.
Yeah. Been years.
We appreciate it, guys. Follow us, YouTube.
If people wanna help us, how can they make a direct donation to S2BC?
I don't know. Besides, like,
Buying
writing a check
shit?
or something, we don't have because we're not a not-for-profit.
Right.
So, but purchasing shirts, that'll help us out.
Or maybe we start a new thing like where we can sponsor the guest.
Yeah.
That can help us out a lot, right?
But what we're trying to do is help veterans and first responders get away, get them out of the everyday hustle bustle, the element, especially if they've been through something traumatic. We try to get out to the wilderness and give them some outdoor therapy.
And that's where we come in, right?
Yeah, 100%. And we're trying to make two not-for-profits work together. If we get a third one,
right.
It's not unapproachable.
Nope.
So we want to work with everybody and just take care of our veterans, first responders.
What we really need is a airline sponsor.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be great.
Miles.
And we are getting other organizations reaching out to us saying, hey, listen, you can come hunt over here, come fish over here. Right. We got some lodging for you. So it's working out pretty good.
Yeah.
It's just trying to make the trips and coordinate them.
That's right.
We're doing. So we should do a giveaway.
I like it.
On our next show.
I like it.
We'll figure out something out like the wheel, and we'll say, listen, you're coming shark fishing with us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I know a guy that would donate the shark fishing trip. You
coming with the next shark fishing, John?
Should be in the summer.
No?
He just wants to.
I thought he was falling asleep for a minute. All right, John, thanks again. We appreciate it, guys.
I'll go sure.
Thanks, Mr. John.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir. That was
gay.